But that, it's bloody good run. Having claimed in the last video that we're back, this one is again not a running video. I've managed to run once this week since like finally re-uploading, well not re-uploading but coming back, finally getting a camera that works. And then I've been struck down with the flu basically for the rest of the week. So I finally started to feel human yesterday. I feel a lot better today, but I'm still going to give myself possibly another day or two, I think, before I attempt to run again. Because, like, the body was clearly run down. Because if it's like all I wanted to do, all I did basically all day yesterday was sleep. And I managed to somehow get to work every day, but it was get to work, do my shift, go home, sleep. It was pretty intense. So yeah, instead today it's going to be another wander down for another swim in a hole. So we are heading down to Aberhigian, which is on the Pembrokeshire coast path between Newport and Dinas. It's a lovely little cove. It's a pebble beach, but that's a stunning little cove. I'll, when I come around the corner here now, I'll see if I can flip the view and I'll show you the sea. So yeah, we'll see you in the next clip. Goodbye. So the cove we are heading for is that first little headland, not Dina's Head behind it. Now we are heading down into the woodland. It's really strange. This cove was one that I don't know how or why, but I've got vivid memories of coming here as a child, even though I also don't remember ever swimming here. But I've got vivid memories of parking by the side of the road. It might have been purely to come pick blackberries, which doesn't seem to be a thing anymore, which we used to do as kids with my parents. We used to have bags and bags and bags of blackberries. I don't know if it's a thing anymore. Well, it is, but you know, if it's as like prevalent as what it was. Yeah, so this one hasn't got as dodgy as an approach as the Gwylog, which sadly does mean they're more likely to be people here. But yeah, I've always liked coming here for a swim as well. I like to vary it. Although this one has got the unfortunate issue of there sometimes being slurry runoff from the fields, but you can tell before you even getting in the water because you can see by the river or the stream, which is sad. It's horrible, really, isn't it? Sorry, concentrating on where I'm putting my feet at the moment. But yeah, so yeah, hopefully everybody else is doing okay. I'm hoping to get a running video out at some point. I couldn't believe it. It is just odds law. I was like, right, finally got a camera that works. I managed one run, and then, although I should have known then that I was coming down with something, because that run was laboured. Like everything, it was a struggle, so I should have known then, really, shouldn't I? It was clear. There was obvious signs then. You can possibly hear the little waterfall. That's the other thing I've always liked about Aberhigian, is this sort of wooded walk down to it. Pretty sure I have filmed this before, and showing you. I swear the older I get, the more just a nice stream really does it for me. It's mad. It really tickles a part of that brain. I think it's also just forcing yourself to slow down, isn't it? It is boding well to be able to go for a swim because there doesn't seem to be any visible foam in the stream, which again is so depressing. You've got to take little victories like that where our finite natural resources get poisoned and get polluted to the point where little victories are that, ooh, finally slurry or human waste hasn't made its way to the river. It should just be a given that they're clean. We pay enough for it. I still get really annoyed with it. Can't remember which one of the big water companies that claimed that the rivers and the oceans isn't like it's not a public resource, basically, that the public shouldn't just be allowed, that there shouldn't just be an acceptance that the public should be allowed to use it. So going off that theory, he doesn't want that because he wants to be able to pollute it. Pig. Anyway, enough of my ranting. Let's give you a pretty view of the sea. I spooked some ducks. Little do they know they... Oh no, in fairness, no, they are flown properly out to sea. I was just thinking, it was like, little do they know I'm literally getting in that same body of water as them. So that's the only difficult thing with this cove/beach to go for a swim, is that these pebbles absolutely savage. So you're never getting a Daniel Craig walking out to sea looking on this beach. You're more likely to get a yelp as you catch your foot.
golden sunlight. If I'm going with you, I know we'll get to the other side. Sinking in, I know this feels right. Catching a crazy love moving through me like a wildfire, like a wildfire. Never the same. Whenever you're calling my name, I'm taking my sweet time. Hey, whatever the plan, I know I'm holding the best of me out of my hand. I know you always understand. Bring me into golden sunlight. If I'm going with you, I know we'll get to the other side. Sinking in, I know this feels right. Catching a crazy love moving through me like a wildfire, like a wildfire.
Hello, it's me again. Yeah, that was a nice little swim. It was about 15 minutes in the water in the end. Although, I couldn't catch my breath for the first 4 or 5 minutes. The cold was just like hitting every bone. Because I generally thought, oh, you know what, this might be a very short swim, this might only be a couple of minutes. And then weirdly then I got to the far end on the turn at one point, and then just everything just sort of settled. So it's quite nice. Could barely do any freestyle though, because every time I got a couple of strokes in, the brain freeze was intense. But yeah, it was nice. I could sit here all day now just listening to the sea. Like, I'm one of those widows, I'll listen to those sort of soundscapes to go to sleep, just the sea noise is lush. Although thankfully so far I haven't got to the age yet where that will make me get up all night to pee. Anyway, I'm going to continue to get dressed before I get too cold, and I'll see you in a bit. Goodbye. I'm going to see if I can show you the falls a bit clearer. Still slowly making our way back up to the car. Anyway, we're nearly back in the car, so hopefully you'll have enjoyed this video. Again, apologies that it's not a running one. Hopefully normal, well, not normal services, because normal services have been nothing in it. Hopefully service will resume in the next week or so. I haven't got any actual, have I got any races coming up? Oh, I've got a few races actually. Okay, I've got a 10-miler and a half, but that's like August, September. I got Marathon of Rambly again. Yeah, that's it at the moment. I'm really toying with doing more ultras. I absolutely loved it. I like, even as I was finishing it, I was thinking of doing another one, and well, I was talking to one guy, he was thinking of doing another one whilst we were not finished the one we were doing. But yeah, I would highly recommend people do a Pegasus event if they thought about wanting to do an ultra, but they find the cut-offs a bit intimidating because there are no cut-offs with their 6 like slam series ones. You can literally walk them and they will literally cheer you just the same if you're the first one coming in or if you're the last person. It's the loveliest community ever. But yeah, so yeah, that was a swim down in Aberystwyth. Sorry, I went off on a tangent then. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and we'll catch you in the next one. Hwyl fawr, to the belly.